Is your vehicle in need of a quick oil change or tune-up before hitting the road this summer? Stop by Quick Lube and Tune, the home of the good guys at 610 South Wenatchee Avenue.
It's time for NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. The latest from the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington with Steve Hare, Grant Olson, and sports with Eric Granstrom.
Good evening and welcome to NCW Life News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And I'll tell you, it was a beautiful early fall day today as we look back from our Sky-Fi camera at Omi Gardens back to Rocky Reach Dam. And we did see a few clouds out there, a light breeze at times. But boy, for the most part, very nice temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. But we are in October now, and that means changes to our weather. And we will see that as our days get shorter throughout the month. In fact, we'll lose about an hour and 39 minutes by the time we get to Halloween at the end of the month. Our temperature will also drop almost 15 degrees as we make our way through the month. And our precipitation will be on the increase. And of course, we can't escape the pumpkin-flavored foods that you see almost everywhere. So get ready for some cooler weather. Your complete weather forecast is coming up. For those watching on our Facebook, tune in to Local Channel 12 or Charter Channel 19 or stream us live at ncwlife.com for the full evening newscast tonight. And now a few of the stories we're following for you. After last night's mass shooting, we'll talk with two locals who were in Las Vegas. A vehicle versus motorcycle accident causes delays on Wenatchee Avenue, and Chelan County Fire District 3 lifts its burn ban in Leavenworth. Later on, we'll have sports, your weather forecast, and our feature story today. But first, Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett reports the arrest of a suspect in connection with last week's shooting in Dryden. 34-year-old Michael Joseph Hernandez was arrested Sunday for allegedly shooting a 30-year-old man at his trailer off Josephine Street. The incident forced the closure of Highway 2 last Wednesday afternoon as deputies searched the area for the gunman. The victim was shot in the leg and then was allegedly pistol whipped by Hernandez and a second suspect, identified as 43-year-old Modesto Bravo Gonzalez, after they broke into his home. Gonzalez remains at large. Hernandez faces charges of first-degree assault, intimidating a witness, and first-degree burglary. The unnamed victim is recovering from his injuries. Former Wenatchee Convention Center catering manager Ken Boyle now works in Las Vegas in a similar capacity. Boyle spoke to NCW Life News about last night's mass shooting. He says he was home at the time and, like many of us, didn't know about it until he saw it on this morning's news.
All work multiple houses, and so they work for us, they work for Mandalay, they work for all the properties. So of course the first thing that you think about is that you know that our team that might be working there, and so I have heard that a few guys were working the bars down there, and that they're fine. So that was the first thing that crossed my mind is we're a pretty tight knit community of food and beverage people that work at all the different properties. So that was the first thing. So we have heard that everybody that was working was safe. A few of our team were working at the T-Mobile arena. They had the preseason hockey game going on, and all of it, they're all safe. So that was the first thing was, you just worry about our team members that might have been working down there. So beyond that, it's just, it's just inconceivable and very tight-knit community down here. Big city, but the culinary people are just, everybody works multiple houses. So that was the very first thing we thought of.
Wenatchee local Rachel Seebeck, a concierge at MGM Resorts International in Las Vegas, says shows have been canceled.
A lot of everyone just checking to make sure everyone's loved ones are safe and being there for our team and being supportive with one another. Right now, pretty much every single show on the Strip has been canceled for this evening, with tomorrow kind of being a bit of an unknown. But the community itself is really coming together. They have lots of volunteers at various blood banks that they've set up for the day, with people waiting up to 3 hours in order to donate. But lots of people trying to do what they can to help and support the community. So we have had people calling us to reschedule flights, leaving early, canceling their trips for their upcoming stays, various things like that. just very concerned about their safety. And of course, you know, we're doing our best to assure them, but you know, there's with this kind of event, what can you do sometimes?
Meanwhile, the death toll continues to climb, with 58 now confirmed killed, with over 500 people injured. A vehicle versus motorcycle injury collision in the 1700 block of North Wenatchee Avenue slowed traffic earlier this morning. A vehicle exiting a private parking lot hit the motorcycle in the attached picture. The injured rider, whose name was not immediately available, was transported to Central Washington Hospital. Motorcycles can be hard to see at times, and the accident prompted police to caution motorists to look for all road users, including motorcycles and bicycles, when entering the roadway. The outdoor burn ban has been lifted in the Leavenworth area. Chelan County Fire District 3 announced today that burning of yard waste is now legal outside the boundaries of Leavenworth and the city's urban growth area. Burn piles cannot be larger than 4 by 4 feet, consisting of natural vegetation only, and no burning during windy conditions. The burn ban remains in place for Chelan County Fire District 1 in the Wenatchee area. Coming up, a luxury hotel breaks ground in East Wenatchee, a brush fire breaks out in Douglas County, and 5 school board candidates will attend a forum on Wednesday. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching NCW Life News.
Having a relationship with your pediatrician is so important. Feeling that sense of trust, that is priceless. I tell everybody about CBCH. I love it there. When I make an appointment, I don't have to take an entire day off. As a working mom, my life is really busy. Family time is everything. That's what we all work towards. And I feel like CBCH respects that.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
A new luxury hotel broke ground Friday afternoon in East Wenatchee. NCW Life's Steve Hare was there and gives us the details.
Community and city officials joined developers at the site of the new Marriott Fairfield Inn and Suites for a formal ceremony on Friday in what will be the city's tallest building, located just south of the Wenatchee Valley Mall. The 95-room hotel complements the Marriott Spring Hill Suites property, located right across the river in Wenatchee. Michael Cuevas is the sales manager for that property. He and manager Charlotte Mayo commented on the development with NCW Life News.
Well, it's a perfect spot because we've got the 4 seasons everybody is looking for. There's never a bad time to come into Wenatchee, and we've had a need for more hotels in the area for quite a long time, really. So, especially on the east side of the river, next to the mall, I think it's a great location, and it's going to be a great addition to the valley.
Can you share with us the success you've had at your other property in Wenatchee with the Spring Hill Suites?
Well, things have been great and continue to be good. I think it's, again, having that demand year-round is really, it's been good for us, that's for sure. Mm-hmm.
And what's unique about the Wenatchee Valley is that we have the corporate travel during the week, and then we have the leisure travel groups from softball to swimming, etc. So we have such a good mix that it makes us busy all the time.
And to think that this might be a destination at some point in time for vacationers, creating a new flight, direct flight from East Wenatchee to San Francisco, that bodes well for the company too, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Absolutely.
It really does. And the more hotels that we get into the valley, the bigger groups that we can bring in. The convention center has to turn away some of the bigger groups sometimes just because we don't have the hotels to accommodate everyone. So this is going to be fantastic.
Developers say the construction is scheduled for completion next summer. Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
Fire crews have been demobilized after containing a wind-fueled brush fire in northern Douglas County. The Whitehall fire was reported around 11:30 a.m. on Saturday in grassy lands, threatening homes, crops, and electrical infrastructure north of Soap Lake. Local resources responded first and worked throughout the afternoon on the 3,500-acre fire, with Washington State Fire Mobilization taking command with a Type 3 incident management team at 10 p.m. There were no structures lost or injuries reported. The cause was under investigation. Newberry Elementary School is the venue for a candidate forum Wednesday evening. The 5 candidates who are competing for 3 open school board seats have been invited to attend. The forum starts at 7 p.m. and it's sponsored by the Newberry PTA. The candidates are expected to participate are Position 3 incumbent Claudia DeRobles and her challenger Sunny Hemphill. Position 4 candidate Michelle Sandberg, who is running unopposed, and Position 4 incumbent Jennifer Talbot and her opponent Sarah Knox. Area residents traveling to the Upper Valley over the next 3 days will experience minor delays and congestion on Highway 2. Washington State Department of Transportation will be working in the eastbound lane of Highway 2 just east of the entrance to the Dryden Transfer Station, and all eastbound traffic will be diverted to one of the westbound lanes during the construction project. To relieve some of the congestion, road crews will be closing North Alice Avenue at the Highway 2 intersection, and Dryden residents are asked to use Dryden Avenue to access Highway 2 during this project. The Dryden Transfer Station will remain open during its normal business hours from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. You're watching NCW Life News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's feature story. That and much more still to come right here on NCW Life News. Stay with us.
Every golfer aims to play their best, and smart golfers turn to the Golfer's Edge to get the Golfer's Edge. PGA professional Ed Payne has you covered from tee to green. You can work on your swing or play 18 in air-conditioned comfort on the golf simulator. Tanya's Corner has all the apparel the golfer needs at sale prices. And Ed can even rebuild your favorite set of clubs or custom make you a brand new set. Ask how you can qualify for a free 30-minute lesson at the Golfer's Edge on Mission between Kittitas and Yakima.
Is this really what we're going to do on our girls' night out? We should go to Club Crow.
The Bar and Grill in Cashmere?
Yeah, let's go.
Looking for a fun-filled, friendly hometown atmosphere? Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is the place to be. Hi, this is Justin. Here at Club Crow, we have full bar and restaurant, live music, a dance floor, pool tables, pull tabs, and live jam sessions the first Sunday of every month. Club Crow in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Monday on the Les Schwab Prep Scoreboard. First from Fridays, we go back to the prep football schedule. Eastmont celebrated homecoming with West Valley in town, and we're 19 seconds away from pulling off the upset. I was alongside Grant Olson for the play-by-play here on the NCW Life channel, where we pick it up shortly before halftime.
Right, as Lopez set to try this one again. Snaps good, the hold is down, the kick, is it gonna make it? It's good! 45-yard line. Knight remains in there. To reverse this time to Scaramazino, and he's got room far side. 20, 15, 10. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Wildcats. 45 yards. Flag is down. And Lopez, I should say Scaramazino and Lopez in the backfield. There's Knight, and there's Scaramazino, rather. Far side end zone gets in. That's almost a late hit after that touchdown. And it's a touchdown, Scaramazino. In goal for the West Valley Rams. Handoff Harris again, right up the middle. It looks like he went over the goal line, and he did. Touchdown Rams. Long as Massey is back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left downfield, trying to find Simpson, and it's picked off at the 40-yard line. 45, almost up to midfield, and then hit hard at about the 48-yard line. Here we go, first and goal now for the Rams. Handoff Harris, another great big hole left side. Didn't get touched. End zone touchdown. Into the top of the screen. As Massey rolls that direction, he's looking over there. He's got Simpson at the 10-yard line, caught! Massey under center. Hands it off to Lopez, breaks the initial tackle and rumbles into the touchdown for the Wildcats. Battle in shotgun on this 3rd down and 8 now with that penalty. Under pressure, gets away from it, rolls to his right. Look out now, going for the end zone. Schneider in coverage, it's caught. Touchdown, West Valley. West Valley with 1 timeout. I'm sure they're going to save that for a field goal try as Battle rolls to his left, looks downfield. Willie has it. Touchdown, 25 yards. How about that? As the crowd gets into it right below us here on the Eastmont side of things, Massey back to pass. He's thrown it down the right side of the field, and it's incomplete and no time on the clock. That is the ball game here from Wildcat Stadium.
Quite the game on Friday night. Also on Friday, Post Falls, Idaho beat up on Wenatchee 42-17. It was Cascade downing Omak 27-14. Zilla over Chelan 55-13. Okanagan beat Kashmir in the Battle of the Bulldogs 52-7. Manson still undefeated. They beat Tenasket 14-3. Also on the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard from Saturday in soccer, it was Cascade and Sela playing to a 1-1 tie as the Kodiaks had 5 starters out with injuries. Kashmir beat up on Prosser 7-1. Chloe Diaz with 3 goals, Grace Erdman with 2 goals for the Bulldogs. In volleyball, Kashmir got its first win of the season, knocking off Sunnyside 3-1. College football on the weekend, it was the big win for the Cougars on Friday night as Washington State beat USC 30-27. Luke Falk with a couple of touchdowns. Eric Powell's 32-yard field goal with minute 40 left was the difference. Central Washington 62-0 over Simon Fraser. It was Eastern Washington also big over Sacramento State 52-31, and Washington beat Oregon 42-7. As we take a look at the Wenatchee Wild, well, they hosted Cowichan Valley Friday at the Town Toyota Center, and look at that score, 11-1. Jasper Weatherby with a hat trick alone in the 3rd quarter. Well, the Seahawks got off to a slow start, but came back with a big second half, downing Indianapolis 46-18. Mariners wrap up the season with yet another loss. That's Sports News. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCW Life Channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Over the next 7 days, Chelan County PUD is celebrating Public Power Week. Susan Gillen of the Chelan County PUD tells us about an event-filled few days ahead.
We have many, many prizes available. One of the things that we're really promoting is a smart thermostat. So those are Wi-Fi enabled thermostats. A couple of our local contractors that are involved in our rebate program are donating these to the drawing, and they'll also do installation. So those are the top prizes in our drawing, but we also have home duct sealing provided by Clean Air Connection. We have a couple of window packages, discounts on those for brand new windows for homeowners. A lot of things that will be available. Now, this is all leading up to an event that we have this weekend, Saturday from 9 to 1 at Pybus Public Market to celebrate public power. It's an energy fair. We'll have contractors down there that can explain to people what they can do to save energy in their homes, save money on their electric bill.
One of the most commonly asked questions among PUD customers is how to determine if their home is energy efficient.
We are available in the Conservation Department. We have several energy experts, and if you have any energy questions, you just need to contact us. And what we can do is take a close look at your bill and see if there seems to be any anomalies, if anything is unusual. Sometimes we can tell, oh, that heat pump went out right then because the bill started to go up at that time. Last winter was a remarkably cold winter, long and cold, and we had a lot of questions from customers about their energy bills. We were able to help a lot of people, at least into the future, be able to manage their energy use.
The Public Power Week Energy Fair is this Saturday, October 7th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Pybus Public Market. We'll be back in just a moment with the recap of some of today's stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan Mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's blueberry picking season and King 5 named us the second best destination restaurant in Washington State. So toss the family in the cruiser and get on out to Blueberry Hills for the best down-home scratch country cooking you've had in years. And don't forget our award-winning pies. We're fun, family-friendly, and a delicious destination year-round. We're open every day from 8 to 3, serving breakfast and lunch all day. So come on out to Blueberry Hills.
Romaine Electric in Wenatchee is your one-stop repair shop for all your auto, marine, small engine, or heavy-duty truck electric motor needs. Does your battery need to be replaced? Their technicians will have you up and running. The diagnostic team at Romaine Electric identifies and repairs all electrical issues from farm, truck, marine, industrial, diesel, ATV, and PWC. Romaine Electric in the Industrial Park off Ferry Street and Wenatchee Avenue. Stop by or give them a call today at 663-8150.
Welcome back, and now a recap of some of our top stories. Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett reports the arrest of a suspect in connection with last week's shooting in Dryden. 34-year-old Michael Joseph Hernandez was arrested Sunday for allegedly shooting a 30-year-old man at his trailer off Josephine Street. The incident forced the closure of Highway 2 last Wednesday afternoon as deputies searched the area for the gunman. The victim was shot in the leg and then was allegedly pistol whipped by Hernandez and a second suspect. He's identified as 43-year-old Modesto Bravo Gonzalez after they broke into his home. Gonzalez remains at large. Hernandez faces charges of first-degree assault, intimidating a witness, and first-degree burglary. The unarmed victim is recovering from his injuries. A vehicle versus motorcycle injury collision in the 1700 block of North Wenatchee Avenue slowed traffic earlier this morning. A vehicle exiting a private parking lot hit the motorcycle in the attached picture. The injured rider, whose name was not immediately available, was transported to Central Washington Hospital. Motorcycles can be hard to see at times, and the accident prompted police to caution motorists to look for all road users, including motorcycles and bicycles, when entering the roadway. A new luxury hotel broke ground Friday afternoon in East Wenatchee. NCW Life's Steve Hare was there and gives us the details.
Community and city officials joined developers at the site of the new Marriott Fairfield Inn and Suites for a formal ceremony on Friday in what will be the city's tallest building located just south of the Wenatchee Valley Mall. The 95-room hotel complements the Marriott Spring Hill Suites property located right across the river in Wenatchee. Michael Cuevas is the sales manager for that property. He and manager Charlotte Mayo commented on the development with NCW Life News.
Well, it's a perfect spot because we've got the four seasons everybody is looking for. There's never a bad time to come into Wenatchee, and we've had a need for more hotels in the area for quite a long time, really. So, especially on the east side of the river, next to the mall, I think it's a great location, and it's going to be a great addition to the valley.
Can you share with us the success you've had at your other property in Wenatchee with the Spring Hill Suites?
Well, things have been great and continue to be good. I think it's, again, having that demand year-round is really, it's been good for us, that's for sure. Mm-hmm.
And what's unique about the Wenatchee Valley is that we have the corporate travel during the week, and then we have the leisure travel groups from softball to swimming, etc. So we have such a good mix that it makes us busy all the time.
And to think that this might be a destination at some point in time for vacationers, creating a new flight, direct flight from East Wenatchee to San Francisco, that bodes well for the company too, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Absolutely.
It really does. And the more hotels that we get into the valley, the bigger groups that we can bring in. The convention center has to turn away some of the bigger groups sometimes just because we don't have the hotels to accommodate everyone. So this is going to be fantastic.
Developers say the construction is scheduled for completion next summer. Steve Hare, NCW Life News.
Time now for your weather forecast for north central Washington. Before we get to those details, let's once again take a look outside our weather window. What a gorgeous early October day today with a few high clouds out there, light winds and temperatures in their lower to mid 60s. as we take a look at our Sky-Fi camera from Obie Gardens, looking back at Rocky Reach Dam. And what we're seeing today through this weekend, much of the western United States will start off under a broad upper-level trough of low pressure to our east. You can see that on our satellite loop. There's also a fairly large area of high pressure to our west. The main focus in the trough will be a dynamic and moist storm system pivoting over Montana with early season snow up against the continental divide and winter storm warnings for much of Montana. Across the inland northwest, though, a drier northerly flow will spread across our region. Dry conditions will abound across central Washington, while temperatures rise a few degrees from yesterday, and they will continue to climb a degree or two each day until this weekend. By the end of the work week, high pressure will be sandwiched between two upper-level lows. The combination of those weather systems close together causes a tightening of our pressure gradient, which will lend itself to locally windy conditions by this weekend. Let's take a look at that forecast now, and we will see a cold one once again overnight tonight, and that will be our trend pretty much throughout the week. 41 here in the Wenatchee area overnight tonight, so please make sure you cover up that very sensitive vegetation out there. Lots of sun in our forecast, 67 for Tuesday, 69 on Wednesday. It looks like our warmest days this work week will be Thursday and Friday, where we'll top off in the lower 70s. Keep in mind, our lows still in the middle 40s, so it will be cool out there. We don't have windy conditions on our forecast map yet for Saturday and Sunday, but I think I will be adding that in tomorrow's forecast, so expect some breezy conditions on Saturday and Sunday with temperatures cooling then. By Sunday, our high temperature right around 65 degrees. As we leave you tonight, something a little lighthearted. And if you have a video of the day you'd like to see here on NCW Life News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This has been NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. For more news, log on to ncwlife.com. Like us on Facebook and follow NCW Life channel on Twitter.
I gotta tell you, I'm nervous.
Selling your home, it's a big step.
Can we find the right buyer in this market?
Look at our website. When someone looks at your home, I can tell how ready they are to buy. See that number? The closer it is to 100, the closer they are to buying. So, I know who to zero in on.
So you have a secret weapon.
You mean, we have a secret weapon.
I like that. Oh, what do you think of the wallpaper?
I love that touch.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Reed's Marine in Manson has your boating needs covered, offering the superior Regal lineup with options from 19 to 53 feet. With the Regal Express line, you have the freedom to explore with an innovative interior and the largest headroom in its class. Don't forget the roomy cockpit with seating to fit the whole family. From 26 to 32 feet, Reed's Marine has the Regal Express to fit your needs. View our current inventory at chelanboat.com or stop by our Manson showroom on beautiful Lake Chelan and see the entire Regal line. Stay up to
what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life Community Calendar at ncwlife.com.
Wenatchee Valley College is now offering 4-year degrees. The need for engineering technologists is rapidly growing, and the new Bachelor of Applied Science in Engineering Technology is designed to meet the needs of local employers. Students with an associate degree can complete the program in only 2 or 3 years. Don't wait! The program is accepting just 20 students for fall quarter. Apply now at wvc.edu/engineeringtech.